80% vehicles are not secured.
Okay.
So it's like directly they're released on the market and not thought about cybersecurity posture yet. Just imagine similar way you're driving your car on a highway and suddenly your vehicles get 360-degree U-turn. Just sudden steering turn. What will happen? There will be not it's not only the vehicle damage, it's your life which is on stake risk. Cyber attack, it's a hacker choice. Hacker will sit in the vehicles and they will not do anything. They will just be passive monitors.
Right.
When there is a mind, there is a goal, they just need opportunity to fulfill their goals.
Welcome to Storymakers. I'm your host Divya, and today we are diving into the cutting-edge world of automotive cybersecurity with none other than Vikash Chaudhary, the founder and CEO of HackersEra Automotive Private Limited. Now, as a leading authority in automotive security, Vikash has been at the forefront of protecting modern vehicles from evolving cyber threats. Now, he's not only pioneered innovative cybersecurity strategies, but has also helped vehicle manufacturers and suppliers navigate critical regulatory landscapes. So let's hear from him about his journey, challenges, and the vision for the future of automotive cybersecurity. Welcome, Vikash. Okay, Vikash, now, till now, we have just been watching as far as AI is concerned and the automotive sector is concerned, we have just been watching more of it in probably more of Hollywood films and series. Tell us, how does this really translate in real life? Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me, how likely is it that an average car on Indian roads today could be hacked?
9. So we can say
9.
Yeah, 7 to 9 you can consider. So basically, right now on Indian roads, all the vehicle that you see on the roads, like 80% vehicles are not secured.
Okay.
So it's like directly they're released on the market and not thought about cybersecurity posture yet.
Right.
Because there were no compliance in India. There were no regulations by India yet. And if you see,
and I think compliance and regulation comes way later. As of now, people are not even aware that this can happen.
Correct. So
right now we are still struggling with our information getting out through these online spaces.
Yes.
Not necessarily through a car. When I sit in the car, I'm not really thinking about
correct.
that.
So generally, when you even in India, if you sit in the car, you don't even sometimes wear seat belts.
Yes. True,
correct. That's true. You don't even and you drive the cars. And you think, okay, it's okay. There will be no accident. Something. Just imagine similar way you're driving your car on a highway and suddenly your vehicles get 360-degree U-turn. Just sudden steering turn. What will happen? There will be not it's not only the vehicle damage, it's your life which is on stake risk.
This is unimaginable.
So it can be done.
What you have just said is literally unimaginable, and I'm sure everybody in India, it's they're just going to freak out.
Correct.
Ye hua kya? And probably even before thinking that your car is being hacked, you'll think, is there some bhoot pret around, or something is happening? Is there some attack of that sort?
Correct. So I'll tell you, when we are testing few vehicles of few manufacturers, I cannot rename the name of any manufacturers. So when we are testing in development phase, we are able to make the car into toy. Into two eyes. So basically, you are driving a car, it's taking reverse, it's taking forward, it's taking U-turns of 360 degrees. So that was huge findings we had when we were testing our vehicles for cybersecurity.
Right.
So it's not only Hollywood. In films you see this kind of attacks or something. It can happen in a real world, and then when it will happen, it will
Bollywood also we've had such films which were made.
Correct.
But of course there was a different angle. It was never the AI angle there.
Correct. So earlier days hacking was on IT assets. Like your mobiles, your Instagram accounts, Facebook. True. So what you will lose
bank
there?
Accounts.
Bank account. What you will lose money, you will lose your data.
Right.
But here in this case you will lose your life.
Yeah.
So that's why the regulations plays very important role in for this.
Okay. Now tell me, if somebody's car does get hacked, and of course they're not even probably aware of it half the time. So can we know how cyber security, how the cyber criminals operate?
So just imagine, let's say your Netflix account got hacked. What will happen? hacker will watch something. That is the goal, yes. And then you will see in your timeline that someone is watching something else, which you.
Yes.
So
and
this is how you will get to know.
To log in.
Yeah, how you
then
will.
You realize,
Yeah,
why am I not being
how
able
you will
to
get to
watch?
know. Yes. But on the vehicle side, if so mechanical problems are different. When something happen in your car through mechanically, you will get noise, you will get a problem, you will get alerts on the dashboards. But when cyber attack, it's a hacker choice. Hacker will sit in the vehicles and they will not do anything. They will just be passive monitors. When there is a mind, there is a goal. They just need opportunity to fulfill their goals. Their goals maybe harm you. Their goal may be just be a listener of vehicles like data theft, or just cause some major accidents, or just imagine there is a fleet of vehicles on a highway and then suddenly all the vehicles got locked. It could happen, it could be done. So in that case, there will be a major ransom amounts that our government have to pay, or customers have to pay. This kind of hackers can demand from the public.
Okay, now this really brings up something really interesting. Now how you describe it, of course, people who need that kind of security, we usually think about people in the spaces of politics or industrialists who probably need that. Tell me, what about a common man?
So so your vehicle, you have earned so much and you have bought your vehicles. So it's like, now let's say average vehicles cost is around 15 to 20 lakh. I mean, just average. Okay. So it's your money basically. Not just imagine.
And even for a person like me, like when I park my car and I get off, I would just be careful about, am I leaving any valuables behind?
Yes.
Am I leaving my laptop or my phone, my important cards? If that is not there, then I'm like,
why it's important?
Why
it's important to have cybersecurity?
Exactly.
So there are few things that hackers advantage here. Let's say hackers can, one thing is hackers can unlock the doors, take your valuable items and just go away. Hackers can unlock the door, start the car, drive away with your car. Okay. So you will lose your vehicles.
So you don't even need to be sitting in a remote place, or they can be one person who's sitting in a remote place and one person who's physically around the car, and they can collaborate and
correct
work on the car.
So so one is vehicle theft is very common. Delhi have registered most of the cases in India for vehicle theft. Thieves are using a high-tech gadgets device to unlock the car and drive away with the car. This is in Delhi report basically. Car theft. Now what happening here, basically the customers have insurance, they will claim insurance company will pay it. So the loss is for insurance company. Second, the manufacturer's brand is at risk that it's happened due to cyber attacks. So it is
provided they can find out that it was a cyber attack.
Yes.
You might just think that some regular
that is the solutions. That is the solutions, and that's why the regulations plays important. Regulation plays strict rules for OEMs to have cybersecurity measures while vehicle is in development. Okay. And your question is very valid. Like I have not left any luxury items over here. And still, why should I consider about cybersecurity? It's your safety. I will just use a wireless dongle into a vehicle after unlocking the car, and I will just behind your car. Whenever you are going somewhere, I'll be just in another car. I can give command, and I can I can play with your steering. I can play with your brakes. So that is a huge then your life is at stake. So nothing is more valuable than your life. Yes. This
is literally
scary
at another level.
Yes. So whose responsibility of this? It's not a consumer responsibility to secure this car. Yes. But customers should ask whether, obviously it's not, no one asking at this moment whether my car is hack proof or not.
Of course not.
Yes.
Of course.
If everyone is asking what is the safety levels, whether it's 0 to 5 safety ranking, whether the airbag is 5 or 6 or 7. So things are changing.
We are either looking for mechanically how a car is strong.
Car is strong. Build model is strong. Yes.
Exactly.
So, but
or what kind of fancy features are there?
Correct.
Or how's the look and feel? Whatever. All those things which seem to be very superficial.
Yes. So more the features, more the connectivity into car, the more the attack surface get increased. In this case, attackers have a lot of chances. There is a Wi-Fi, there is a Bluetooth, there is a radio frequency, there is a FM, there is a internet. So people can play. Hackers can play with those things. For hackers, it's a target. It's a playbook. They can do anything.
Absolutely.
So customers should, they think, in 5 years there will be chances when customer will start asking that, my car is hack proof or not. Absolutely. What is a hacking rating?
I am sure anybody watching this interview right now,
they will definitely
now you've literally planted this question out there, and more than planted, you're already working on the solutions.
Correct.
I think that's the most cutting edge thing
Yes.
right now happening. Tell me something, what is more dangerous? Hackers shutting a car down remotely or stealing data from the car?
Okay, so it's like, throwing someone into snake pit bull. So snake pits basically, or either just slowly poisoning.
Okay.
So if you are shutting down the car, it's like throwing someone into snake pits.
Right.
Or if you are just listening passively, getting data like GPS, your personal information, sit into the car and do nothing. Right. When there is a moment, we will do it. When there is an opportunity, we will do it. Right. So that's like slowly poison.
Or
slow
probably
poison.
Just take out information.
Correct.
And maybe the person never gets to know, but use that information elsewhere.
So just one question to you: will you allow someone to sniff your GPS positionings, where you are going, how much time you are spending into cafe, or how much driving you are? So you don't want to lay off your
listening
hands.
to our personal conversations, official conversations, because there are people who are into very data sensitive spaces as well, work-wise.
Yes, correct.
And their conversations, and majority of while we are going, our conversations are happening in the car. They're directly linked.
Correct. Right. So that is so it's like slow poison, and then there is a throwing someone into snake pits.
Okay. Now HackersEra, that's your company, has worked on major security vulnerabilities.
Yes.
Can you share a case where maybe a small flaw led to a massive security risk?
Yeah. So we had major things. Like one was, I just gave you examples. Yeah. Like our engineers have made a car like a toy. Okay. Literally, they can control, from remote, they can attack it, and they can control vehicles going forward, vehicle going reverse on their choices. Whether the driver is driving forward direction, but vehicle is going at reverse direction at 100 km/h. So this demonstration we have showcased to multiple OEMs. Okay. And then the major, very easy attack is to vehicle theft. Okay. I can unlock your car without your key fob. Right. I can start the car without your key fob. Okay. I can drive away with your car without the key fob. So because key fob, I don't have to touch your vehicles. I just have to be outside and I can unlock the car. I don't need your key fob. Yeah. Generally, in mobile application hacking or your phone hacking, I have to send some link. I have to send someone some photos. I have to install one application into your phone, and then I can control your phone. Yeah. But in this, I just have nothing required. No user interface required.
It's easier to walk into.
It's easier to walk in. Yes, with the car.
Okay. So. Okay, another very interesting question I have here is, now imagine like how we were also talking, we're driving, and I have put a certain destination, or say I have not put any destination, and all of a sudden I realize that my GPS is already taking the car elsewhere. Yes. Should one think that this is a glitch, or you should directly probably associate it to a cyber
there's a multiple
attack?
scenario it could happen. One is, let's say, how Google work. If there's a traffic, they can divert you. But before diverting, they will ask you whether you should follow this or not. Yeah. This could be done in a vehicles. Second thing is, what if hacker is performing attack called GPS spoofing? Okay.
Tell us more about what GPS.
So what is GPS spoofing? Let's say you are right now at this place. Yeah. If I spoof nearby locations, the GPS satellite, the data they are sensing, your phone is sensing, your car is sensing from nearby satellites. What if I will create a fake satellite, near to some highway or something, and if you're passing your vehicles from there, it will spoof the locations of all the vehicles, not only one vehicles. It can be done on all the vehicles. So it can use to divert the route. So for example, you're going into, let's say, from let's say Noida to somewhere else, and in between my attacking positions is there, I will divert all the routes from going this direction. So this will create something,
so for example, now if we just talk about probably the Prime Minister is going somewhere.
Correct.
So
the road is blocked.
Yeah.
But still I'm diverting all the traffic.
It can be completely maneuvered, and nobody will get to know.
Nobody will get to know.
Entire
correct. Nobody will get to know. Yes. So because this is GPS is open, so manufacturers have, but right now there is a compliance going on. Yeah. Indian government is planning to have one compliance on the GPS related things, because there is also one more thing coming, like satellite based toll systems. Right. So they are waiting to make something adjustable with two compliances. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get something very good. So car manufacturer have to secure GPS first.
Okay. Have you been able to take this to the government of India and
I have raised
them?
concerns on the forum, multiple forums about GPS related issues. Yes, so I have raised the concerns.
And is this kind of work being done by other international firms as well?
So they have the regulations.
Yes.
So for example,
there are countries that already have regulations. Yes, and India doesn't.
India doesn't have. India is right now in draft stage.
Okay.
So there is a compliance called AIS 189.
Okay.
It's a number 189 basically. So it's a regulations which tells car manufacturers, which will tell in car to have a cybersecurity measures in development phase. Okay. So when vehicle is on road, it will be protected by cyber attacks.
Okay.
Yes.
And it comes
it's in
from
draft
the
stage.
Very beginning.
It's in draft stage. The notification is yet to come for this.
And are we anticipating how long will it take for it?
By 2027 it will notify.
27. All right.
But UN regulations R155 they already have in so from 2 to 3 years already.
Right.
So it's a European regulations.
Okay.
It says the customer either vehicle is in development, it should secure all the components.
Okay.
On when vehicle is on the road, it should monitor the vehicles, whether if there is any incident happening, it should counter those incidents.
Okay. Alright, so this is quite a lot to
informative,
take,
yes.
Actually, no, I think it's lovely information.
Yes.
But it just it's something I think which majority of our viewers I do not think really would be aware of.
Yeah.
On a mass level, I don't think, and the rate at which electric vehicles are coming and how technology is being seamlessly integrated into. The masses.
So next time if you will buy a car, you will ask this questions to your dealership.
Absolutely. I definitely will ask. I'll inform all my friends and family, and I'm sure our viewers are going to do that for their friends and family as well.
Because this cybersecurity is new seat belt. Cybersecurity is new airbag now in the vehicles.
Yes.
So airbags physically sit into vehicle, but in this case, you are taking your vehicle with extra passenger, which is which you don't see it.
Absolutely, and I think it becomes as important as the engine probably.
Yes.
That without which you just should not think of probably pick it up.
Correct.
Okay, now tell me something. A very basic question again. If our car is parked outside a cafe and one wants to use public Wi-Fi. To check the phone. Now, could hackers use this to access your vehicle?
Yeah, so when you connect to any network, basically it assigns one IP address. Basically, it's a network device IP address. So you are right now. Let's say hacker create a fake hotspot, fake Wi-Fi.
Okay.
You park your car.
Right.
You connected with this.
Right.
So hacker basically you yourself gave the key of the vehicle to hacker.
True.
Basically, and then the hackers can launch many attacks, can create a fake updates onto your vehicles. One incident is very very popular where a pregnant woman was their car just had a software updates and it took 45 minutes to start the engine.
Okay.
So this incident recently happened, not in India.
Okay.
So fake updates I can launch. Even fake updates are happening. You cannot start the vehicles. It should happen in a parking mode.
Right.
You just came to parking to buy something and then your car is locked.
And then you're stranded.
And I can continuously launch these fake updates.
Right,
so 45 minutes, 45 it will keep increasing.
It will keep on happening.
So it's just one scenario. I given a scenario can be multiples. I can get into your vehicles. I can sit into it.
So that is my next question. Now suppose attacker does install a fake software update in a car.
Yes.
What is the worst that can happen? Can they disable brakes, lock doors, or I don't know, something worse? What can happen?
So when you update fake, basically car component, there are 30, 40 car components.
Yeah.
Which components you are flashing, whether your infotainments, or whether you are able to flash any, let's say, critical ECU component, let's say brakes or steerings. I can control anything. One scenario I can give you, let's say you are driving a car on a highway, and you are soft music, you are listening, and then you are driving the car. And just imagine, what if you will hear and you are listening, let's say radio station F98.3 something like that. Okay, just imagine.
Right.
Or just suddenly you hear a scary noise in a loud music. What you will do? You will lose your concentration. You will get distracted. There may be accidents happen.
Right.
And not only you, all the fleet members will listen this. Yes.
Right.
Because FM is open. So this can create a huge impact on the road users. Yes.
Right.
So this can be done. This can be done. Yes.
Okay. So, but that's a lot of scary stuff back to back. Okay, and now also, can hackers demand ransom to unlock a vehicle? And even if this does happen, if this does happen with any of our viewers, what should the owner of a car be aware of?
So this is a very interesting question. Let's say right now you're park mode and just came. When you came in, your vehicle is locked, you cannot do anything. What you call? You will call for dealership, they'll come, they'll pick up it. So it's a loss for manufacturers and the uh, cyber insurance, the insurance company. Consumers have a right to, right to use and then right to buy. Buyer's protection, so they will claim it. But it's a loss for manufacturers. It's loss. But let's say when you are driving,
mentally there's a lot of loss and stuff attached for the consumer also. And if such a thing happens, it can leave an indelible mark on you.
Consumers buy the cars
and impact you psychologically. And what you described, if you have kids in the car,
you will not trust. You will not trust,
and they might just be scarred for a very long time. That's something really. And like sound has a huge impact. And as you said, from soft music, maybe something scary starts playing. And you have kids of any age group or whatever. And if it leads to an accident on top of it all, this is going to mark them for a long time. And probably the amount of help that they'll need to take counseling will be immense as well.
Correct. So these are the scenario-based hackers. Hackers, again, it's unexpected things. They will, by hook or crook, they will try to get into your life. To mess into your life. So yes.
Okay. Now, if HackersEra were called in to secure a newly launched smart car, what's the first vulnerability that you would look for?
So, as you know, the crimes are increasing. First crimes are happening is a vehicle theft. So, my goal is to first have a solutions for that one.
Okay.
And then second, my goal is to all this critical issue which can cause the safety for people, which is for the consumers. So for that, we will we have developed already. It's intrusion detection systems.
Okay.
So we will detect the threats if it's happening or something, and based on the threats, we'll protect the
And will that system on a live basis also inform the driver or the owner of the car that something that your car is under attack?
Yeah, it's a real time. So it will not only give the consumers a threat message, or it will give all these stakeholders, whether it's OEM, manufacturers, whether it's governments monitoring,
it will flag it off all across.
So it can be a central security operation center, central monitoring thing, and then they can trigger the calls, SMS to parents, nearby police to ambulance. All these they can trigger.
A lot of chaos can happen.
Lot of chaos can happen. Yes.
All right. Okay. Now we have crash tests and safety ratings. Now tell us, in the coming times, will cars also have cybersecurity ratings?
What do you think?
I think it is an absolute must.
Absolutely needed, because
it is,
So if you're looking for your safety, you ask for airbag. Cybersecurity, cyber attack. So cyber attack can directly harm your safety.
Correct.
So you need to ask, when you are asking whether this car has safety. Safety means airbag, then seat belt. Cybersecurity is also safe. If cybersecurity is not there, you are not safe.
Absolutely.
You just buying your phone, use the first thing what you check. You check camera, you check fancy features, and then you check whether this can be hacked or not.
Correct.
So when you buy an Apple phone, you check it whether this Apple have a lot of securities. My data is safe. My my login credentials, everything is safe into Apple phone. There are a lot of authentications, everything. Similar things could be done on the vehicles, because vehicles are nothing but a computer on wheels.
Right.
Yes.
They are becoming computer on wheels.
It's a computer on wheels.
Yes.
It's already computer on wheels.
It's already there, right?
Yes.
True. Okay. Now, so we can think the future buyers asking that, is this car hack proof?
Definitely.
Do you think hack proof is something that can
there could be
the word
in coming terms, there could be safety ratings, like you have safety ratings right now. But there could be a cyber security ratings also in coming years. There will be.
And cars will be sold
it's a need
on the
of
basis
ours.
of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And now Indian cars are increasingly moving towards, as we discussed earlier, also electric cars and autonomous vehicles.
Yeah.
What is the biggest cybersecurity risk that you think that we are not even prepared for as of now?
So yes, I mean, few things. Let's say if autonomous are there, let's say on a highway you are driving your car, and your car have ADAS feature, which is like, you must have seen a lot of viral videos on internet where steerings are moving, everything, and then it's lane detections and going smoothly your cars. Or just imagine, let's say it detect the obstacles, and what if I will create a blind spot, or I'll abuse the blind spots? Your car will not detect the the front vehicles, and then it can create accidents over there. It can hit the other cars. So just one example, but when you see the overall,
there's no end to it. I think it all depends upon it's again you're unleashing the creativity of the hacker.
correct. So there is no end. So there are a lot of damage scenarios which can be done.
Which one can look
It's,
at?
it's not a damage scenario, not only done on the vehicles. It will be affected will be vehicles, then manufacturers,
Yeah.
infrastructures. Let's say you have a smart
Right.
city. Suddenly, if there is a smart cars, if I can command able to give command to go into the smart city, hundred of vehicles are going, destructing every nature or whatever you have.
Absolutely. Okay, now HackersEra has been working very closely with the industry leaders.
Yes.
So, how far behind do you think are Indian automakers in securing vehicles compared to all the global standards that we have?
Right now is, I mean, all the manufacturers have started preparing for the compliances.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a 1 day job or 6 month job or 3 months. It will take 1 to 2 years to secure all the components, have a complete artifacts,
Yeah.
and then product go into productions.
Correct.
From SOP to the productions. So the manufacturers are taking it seriously. Now slowly we are catching up. Basically, slowly we are catching up.
We've started.
We have started. We have started.
We've
Yes.
started,
Yes.
and though it's not very heartening, but at least we have started. Is
Yes. Yes.
also tell me if you had to give elevator pitch, a 1 minute pitch to the car manufacturers on why they need to take what you spoke about AIS 189. What would you say?
So for the manufacturers, generally the cybersecurity comes at last. Earlier mindset was this one, but now this is changing.
Right.
So from my side, one thing is don't wait until you make a new news into the market. Yes, that your car is got hacked, or you because of your car someone have the catastrophic event has been done.
Right.
So don't wait for that news. Start
Yeah.
proactively, cybersecurity implementations in your vehicles. If your vehicle is already on road, which is not any implemented, which there is no cybersecurity implemented, find some solutions which can monitor those vehicles, like intrusion detection systems or a VSOC, like Vehicle Security Operations Center. This is for the manufacturers. Don't wait for the news.
Absolutely, and I think there is no time to wait anymore unless you let the hackers get way ahead of you.
Yes.
Okay, this has been so enriching as far as information is concerned. I would now love to know more about you. Where do you come from? I'm sure the viewers will love to know the journey, your journey. Also, tell us how your company came into being and how did you think about getting into this area, which is, I think, still very niche in India.
Very niche. Yes. So I brought up, born and brought up in Bihar, very rural areas in Bihar, and from there, passed in JEE Main, and then participated in JEE Main, then went for engineering, done engineering, and apart from engineering, my goal was always to create something for industries. For some I want to create my entrepreneurship journeys, and then create a brand, basically. So this is how I started. So I started with the teaching.
So you wanted to be an entrepreneur from,
Yes, from my
like,
college. From my
yeah?
college,
All
yes.
right.
So started my giving talks and seminars in the colleges, and I also released.
Yeah, I read you're also a PhD. So you were also teaching in colleges. Okay.
So I also released courses on various platforms, worldwide platforms like Udemy, and there are 3 million users. So you just imagine the how this huge audience I had previously.
And were they all in the space of
In space of cybersecurity,
okay.
not in automotive
Right,
cybersecurity,
right.
in the cybersecurity. And slowly, I thought, there is a need of our to provide services. So because we can be a big teams. So right now we have 46 peoples working in our
Okay.
HackersEra. Um, all are cybersecurity engineers who work for vehicle cybersecurity. This is very niche area where no one is doing not much things.
Right.
And here we are providing services, solutions, and creating the manpowers for industries.
Tell me a little bit more about your company. How has the journey been? When did you begin? And
So I've started this HackersEra in 2015 from one bedroom apartment. Now we are a big leading industry, service providers in automotive sector.
almost it's been a decade that you've been in this space.
It's been almost 10 years now, and we have, as I told you, we have 46 peoples.
Right.
We have tested almost 50 plus vehicles. We have secured 200 plus components of vehicles, and we have 100 plus partner collaborations. You just name it and we have work on that car.
Okay, excellent. Another very important question now, as a child, if I am watching your program, or as a parent, I'm watching your program, and I want my child to enter into this space, and you also have a very strong academic
Yes.
background. Tell me, how can we help build our future generation get into this? What kind of, line should they follow to be probably a part of something like?
Right now all the information you see is on internet. So there is chat gpt, there is a DeepSeek. Okay, so if you are engineers or aspirants to become this cybersecurity expert or something, apart from your academics, apart from your academy, start exploring these fields. Practically you will gain your knowledge. So for example, read books, read YouTube, read technical YouTube videos, hackings, learn basic hackings. If you don't know how hacking is done, you cannot secure it. So you have to be first hackers, and
Are
then
there
you have to
colleges that are teaching hacking?
yeah, there are
Properly.
it's ethical hacking basically. So hacking don't have any ethically or no illegally.
Yeah,
It's like
true,
it's
true.
a mindset. If you want to
Absolutely.
be good hackers or bad hackers, good hackers means like good intent people, which goal is to cyber security, provide cyber security, secure it. So if you know how hacking is done, then until you can secure it, otherwise you cannot secure it.
Yeah, I think that's a difference between a soldier and a bandit. Both of them have a gun, but one will be using it to attack, to damage, and the other one will be using it to protect.
Protect it, yes, correct,
Yes,
correct,
yes.
correct.
All right. So, and tell us, what is your vision for the coming 5 or 10 years? And also your operations, are they just in India, or are you present internationally? What is your plan?
So, we have a satellite office in USA, Malaysia, and we provide services in US region, European regions, APAC regions, and major our headquarter is in India. So, major workforce is in India. Our big plan is to right now go into market with as much as products and services, and our goal is to join hands with multiple manufacturers at the same time to work on their products.
Now that wraps up our very insightful conversation with Vikash Chaudhary, a true trailblazer in the automotive cybersecurity. Now, his passion for innovation and commitment to safeguarding our vehicles are paving the way for a more secure and resilient automotive industry. So, thank you so much, Vikash, for joining us today on Storymakers. And until next time, stay safe and keep driving the future forward.
Thank you so much.